Hello everyone, welcome to our Anime Matsuri Live. Thank you for joining me. I'm Deneice Lee, founder and chairman of Anime Matsuri, and I welcome you. Please share this link and subscribe to our channel if you haven't done so. Welcome. I know I look different tonight, which is okay. We have a lot in store for our main event, so I'm kind of just chilling with you guys in gear tonight, okay? I am changing up my look because we need to talk about the concerts. Okay, with me tonight, actually, we welcome back Justice. Justice, what do you do at AM? So we remind the newcomers here.
Yes, I am the Mayhem Butler Cafe coordinator, and I also run the social media, but mainly Twitter.
Yes. Thank you for joining us. If you don't know Justice, get to know her. She's going to be part of our routine live, hopefully, for future ones. So welcome, Justice. And we have a newcomer in our staff for the live. This is Jacob.
What's up, guys? I'm Jacob Takanashi. I help out with international guest relations and special projects. So,
Gosh, I'm going to ask you about special projects. What does that mean? Tell them what you did last year.
What I did last year, like, as far as special projects?
Yes.
Okay. Well, I was one of the points of contact that helped facilitate the communication between Anime Matsuri and the studios involved with the Evangelion exhibition.
Yes.
So we did a lot of translating for the little labels and everything like that, and we made sure that all of the requirements were met. We drafted a lot of the blueprints and the layouts and went through approvals with the Japanese companies and made sure that their demands were met to their specifications, and the quality was up to par with what you would expect in Tokyo, right?
Mind you, you helped set up the entire exhibition.
Yes.
With our team.
Yes, yes. In fact, if any of my team was watching, you guys were lifesavers. Seriously, those guys work so hard.
Day and night.
Day and night.
Yeah, I don't
From
remember you
Tuesday.
guys sleeping.
No, there are many of us didn't.
Yeah.
But you know, that's Japanese companies, right? We really want to impress them, and we really want to give them and the attendees like the best possible experience.
Yeah.
You know, so it's all about that.
It was amazing to see behind the scenes, probably also what was going on.
Oh, it was incredible.
And make it into life for everyone.
Yep,
So,
yep.
so thank you for being part of special projects.
Yeah, no problem. It's my pleasure.
Okay, so how long have you been with AM though, in general? Or actually, how long have you been going to AM?
I want to say maybe my first year was 2014, 2015. My very first year, I wasn't involved at all. Funny story. So my good friend, now roommate, he introduced me. So I was flying back and forth between the United States and Japan a good bit at the time, actually, because of the nature of my day job at the time. So I would spend like 2 weeks in the United States and 2 weeks in Japan, and it was hectic. But as you can imagine, there's a lot of flight and hotel time. So I was just in my hotel, and this guy whom I'm living with now, he was like one of my few friends in Houston at the time. I called him, I'm like, hey, what are you doing? And he's like, well, I'm at this event called Anime Matsuri. I was like, oh, that's cool. Well, what's that? And he's like, well, it's here downtown by the George R. Brown. And I was staying in the Hilton, because my company likes to do Hilton as like their guest rewards program. And I was like, really? I'm like right here. So I went and checked it out. And I had a great time. So I brought it up to my wife, and we talked about, becoming a vendor. And we were such a small company. We were selling like little handmade goods. This is the next year, the following year. Selling little handmade goods and everything. My wife is a fantastic artist. Crafts, exactly. And we made really good money. Like AM, thank you, by the way. AM paid for my vacation like 2 years in a row. Yeah, we made really good money selling like handmade Japanese goods, and my wife, whom is Japanese, did calligraphy and everything like that. So that was really cool. And it was around that time that we were looking at the J Fashion show. Yeah. Because my wife was really interested in that. But she was a little shy to do it by herself. Yeah. So she was like, just apply with me and see. And of course I did the husband thing. I was like, okay, of course I'll apply, not expecting to actually get signed on.
Here you are now.
But yeah, here I am now. I got picked to do that, and I did that for a couple of years.
I remember that. That was the first time actually when I got introduced to you through the fashion show. Yeah. Because we were doing rehearsals. Yeah. So that was really cool.
And I had a good time. I had a really good time, and my wife had a good time. And through that, I met Daniela, our fashion show coordinator and everything like that. And we built a good, solid relationship. And I ended up volunteering, I think, in 2017, just helping with smaller stuff and with the fashion show. And then 2018 was my first year as staff, like staff. and that was a lot of fun. I mean, man.
Experience.
Staff applications are closed right now, but
Yeah.
if you got in to AM staff, you guys are in for an experience because
Yes.
I mean the stuff I got to do and the people I got to work with, like we brought the Ava exhibition from Japan
Yeah.
to Houston. That's a part of like anime history, and for me to play
And
played
the
like
Sailor Moon store.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And for someone like me, like some like small time American guy, to have played a part in like the history of that show,
Yeah.
you know, I thought that was pretty cool.
Well, it is an experience. So for those who are a part of our staff and who will be that apply, we all really appreciate the help at Anime Matsuri, and you're still in for amazing experience overall, behind the scenes and a part of attending as a fan. So we really appreciate everyone who is involved and will be involved. And general volunteers, by the way, is still open. So
Yes.
Yeah, and dedicated volunteers, I believe, is still
Yeah.
open. Yeah.
Oh, dedicated volunteers are closed, but the retailers are still open.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's good. That's good.
So we still are taking general volunteers.
So if you want to work at the official shops we have from Japan, like the Yaoi shop, Ultimate, and a few others that we haven't announced yet, you can apply as a retailer on a website.
Cool. All right. So I want to, before we start talking about main events, again, if you are just tuning in, please welcome, and also please share, subscribe to Anime Matsuri. In all our social media is at Anime Matsuri. So I appreciate that. And we're just going to talk real quick about, before we start main events, a recap of what we discussed last week on the live, which is we discussed mainly the exhibit hall. The exhibit hall is a lot this year. It is like almost double in the stuff that we're including in the exhibit hall, I want to say. If you tuned in last week, we talked about the new Hall E Shibuya Crossing Center. The new Shibuya Crossing has a whole bunch of new things. We're talking about the new layout for the cosplay area, where the guests are going to be. The cosplay exhibition, the photography exhibition is towards the front of that hall. And then all the shops, right? The different shops, and Maid Cafe and Butler Cafe. And then we also have the Super Pass Lounge in there. We will have also the car show, our reactor car show, which is going to be on the streets of Shibuya Crossing.
That's pretty cool.
It's gonna be awesome. It really is.
And you guys, it's unheard of to do something like this, to do a kind of layout like this, and we're going to recreate it in our way. And it's going to be very special and a really creative experience for everyone. So I hope that you guys definitely get to look at that. And there's going to be some really exclusive things still that has not been announced in there.
Yes.
So, the Ultimate Shop is in there, Yaoi Shop,
Of course, my favorite
K-Books.
Oh, K-Books, yes, K-Books. Yeah.
Well, think about Shibuya. Like when you go to Japan in Shibuya, it's all about shopping,
It
right?
is.
It's like a shopping center.
It is
So-
a hangout center.
Oh, absolutely.
Area, and all kinds of good food and all that stuff too. But yeah, so we're trying to recreate that
And
experience.
capture the spirit of Shibuya.
Yes.
You know?
So that's definitely something new in the exhibit hall. Another recap was the amusement hall, which is going to be open on Thursday,
That's
which
still
is
unreal.
day 1. It's going to be open from 4 to 8 p.m. For the first time, we're opening a preview night, pretty much, of our amusement hall. And that's where all the gaming and the retro exhibition is going to be, and all that. But I just wanted to clarify something. I mentioned Super Pass holders to get access to everything first. And you will, actually, for the amusement hall as well. And that's going to be... The general hours is 4 to 8 p.m. But at 3:30, Super Pass holders gets to go into the amusement hall before everyone else. So if you're a Super Pass holder, congratulations.
Congrats.
Get
You're
those goods
in.
as quick as you can.
Yeah, there's indie vendors in there. There's, we have tournaments and stuff, and you get to see what things are happening in there for amusement hall. Some surprises that you haven't seen, or we say, but it's going to be a really, really cool amusement hall preview night for Thursday. And that's June 13th. Okay. And then I also talked about, vendors, all the vendors and Artist Alley that we have this year.
Artist Alley.
That list,
That's a
by the way, a
beast.
vendors list, will not be out yet until we get the full list, and we're gonna. That's on another live in general, but yeah, Artist Alley.
Artist Alley. Like, correct me if I'm wrong. We've pretty much doubled the amount of artists.
We
Essentially.
increased by 100.
Increased by 100. So 100 additional artists.
100 additional artists. 100 plus if you count the pro artists that I mentioned.
I'm looking forward to them as
Yeah, so it's 300 Artist Alley tables
That's insane.
for this year.
That's pretty cool.
And there's still a waiting list.
I wish them luck.
Yeah, good luck,
Like,
guys.
2 more months.
Yeah.
Because you guys were getting so many requests, like, hey, can we come in? You know, we want to come in.
Yeah,
can
we
come
do
in?
get on the weekly basis emails from artists and whatnot asking to come in, and we just let them know that you have to get on the waiting list, and that waiting list, mind you guys, is about 100 people. So we're not expanding it any further than 300 for this year, but just letting you know it is quite difficult to get in at this point. And for those who are in, congrats to be part of our Artist Alley. There's going to be live drawings and stuff like that from some of our pro artists and some of our artists.
Someone asked, what makes an artist a pro? What are pro artists?
They actually have worked for companies.
So published.
Yes,
renowned.
yes. I want, for us, that's how it is. Yes, as long as they've I guess published it somewhere else and worked with companies
Nice.
on a mass-produced.
Some of the artists I saw sneak peek of, I've seen them on clothing. I've seen them.
Yes,
everywhere.
exactly. That's what I mean by not
Visual
just
art.
like official art on clothing, on apparel, and also manga, comics, whatnot. So
Like
manga artist.
Harumo Sanazaki,
yes,
the manga artist that we have announced.
and also like even published things through games. There's all kinds of things that you can publish your art and whatnot, but many different ways. So yes, we consider that a pro artist, like expert in their field, in that sense. So that's a pro versus most of our Artist Alley is self-made, like fan art also, but as they create their own art.
Very creative people.
And craft.
It's, Artist Alley is really one of my favorite things because like you can look at like the professional stuff and that's great, but like Artist Alley, there's just a spirit about it, because like it's created with passion. It's created by somebody who loved the series so much that they've dedicated swaths of their lives.
And inspired by series.
Exactly.
Inspired by anime, inspired by movies, games, whatnot. So it is a huge exhibition in terms of just going through it alone.
Yep.
You'll see so many amazing people from all over the world. So it's not just locals. It's from the U.S., from Europe, from Asia. I mean, we have a lot of pro artists from all different places. So it's pretty amazing to see. So you guys definitely have to check out the artists. So Artist Alley. So the space for that is massive this year. We also have vendors from all over the world as well. And vendors we're almost done with, we still have very few booths left. So if you know other vendors or companies, businesses that would like to be part of our exhibit hall, they got to get in soon.
So we're already almost at capacity?
Yeah, we have several hundred booths for vendors, and I want to say like almost 90% is filled.
And our event isn't until June, right? So like, So if you're thinking about getting a booth,
I think we're about 90% filled with our vendor space. So there's still time, but just letting you know, we will be. And it's first come, first served. So we do screen some of the vendors depending on what you're selling and whatnot. So please apply if you would like to be part of our event this year.
And when I went, I went as a vendor. Like I wasn't in the Artist Alley. I wanted a vendor's booth. And the process, guys, it's really straightforward. Miss Mikeska and all them, they're really like top notch. When I was not affiliated with AM at all. I was just wanting to be a vendor. I mean, they told me like exactly what was expected of me, where I needed to be at what time, and everything like that. So it's a really straightforward and easy process. So if I can do it, you guys can do it easy. So even if you're like just thinking about, maybe do I want to be a vendor? Do I want to come to the event? Anime Matsuri might seem a little big or intimidating. It's
for everyone.
Yeah, it's for everyone. It really is.
Yeah. So I want to encourage, don't be alarmed. I think we did talk to some local vendors, right? And they were like, "Oh, we didn't even know that we can participate."
What?
Yeah, because
you have the advantage. You live here.
Yeah, exactly. So just letting you know, it's for everyone of all different kinds of vendors and booths that we have. So whether it's 1 or like 6 or 8 that these vendors put out, it's quite a variety that we have. I think it's pretty,
diverse.
It's diverse.
I've seen everything from like selling like instruments like ocarinas from like Legend of Zelda and stuff like that, to selling like retro games like classic stuff like that, to selling like hand painted kanji, to like, I mean,
it's very
it's diverse.
It's diverse, and it's varies from aisle to aisle. Let's just put it that way.
Vastly.
Yeah, vastly. Okay, and then also I want to recap real quick is my Sunday live, which was a surprise live. It ended up being about 30 minutes, so I didn't know it was going to take that long. But types of different badges. I just kind of broke down the types of different badges that we have. And if you guys want to, you can always go to our website for that. It's under registration, or you hit the buy badge button on our main page, our home page. That's what it is. Hours of operation I also went over. Convention, mind you, lasts until 4 in the morning, Friday, Saturday, and we start pretty early on the next day. So just letting you know,
dude. I mean, all hours of the night, all hours. You're on vacation.
Yeah,
stay up till
we
4
will
a.m.
explain why you're not going to be sleeping. So.
It's not worth it. Don't want to bother going back to your room. It's a good change.
And then I also touched on the importance of pre-regging, because the price increased already, guys, but there is one more increase, and that's, at the con pricing.
And from what I hear with these Thursday meetings, there's going to be an announcement on Monday, so a huge announcement. So you think Nervo is, whoa, then the next...
Well,
I think handful still.
We have so many more announcements.
There's more industry.
You're like so excited about
That's what's so crazy, because when we announced Nervo, it was like, oh wait, that was it. That was the big one. That's the big one. And we're like, oh, you have no idea.
It is still up for grabs for what you would love to see and consider a main headliner.
I mean, don't be wrong, Nervo is huge. Nervo is absolutely, I mean, millions and millions of fans around the world. It's very significant. I don't want to downplay them at all. They're wonderful, and we're very lucky to have them.
Super.
But
there's still more.
We have so much more stuff.
Yeah. Mind you, Jacob just flushed, his face from white to red just recently right now, to talking about how much more there is.
Dude, I'm legitimately excited, because stuff like this doesn't happen in Houston.
Yeah.
You go to California or you go to New York.
Yeah.
Just see Nervo, but Nervo in Houston, Texas.
Yeah.
What?
Even the other things we're going to announce hasn't even happened in Cali, or in the U.S. for that matter.
This is absolutely true.
Yeah.
The AVE exhibit, for example, it's the first time it's ever been taken outside of Japan, right? Prior to that, if you wanted to go see the Evangelion exhibition, you have to buy a ticket, fly all the way out to Japan, buy it, and hopefully you can get in, to the exhibit. But we had it right here in Houston, Texas, not in California, not New York. Nothing against their communities, but so much happens there that the second we get something in Houston, it's very special. You know what I mean?
Super special, and so we need to
really cherish it. And don't be too surprised. I see all the comments. They're like, "What?"
Yeah, we'll talk about some of those comments later, guys, when we get to Club AM. But let's talk about now the main event. So. The definition of main events, what is it to us? So to us, the definition is purely the fact that events that Anime Matsuri ourselves produce, that we don't allow, or we don't hire out, or we don't collaborate and have someone else do it for us. So we produce these events, whether it be the things I listed, or just things that we put on ourselves. So we hire our own production companies to work with. We ourselves recreate for the companies that we work with or our artists that we work with. So that's our definition of main events. And these events are one of a kind. So to us, exclusive for us. So our main events is, and why we do it. Why do you think we do it, Justice? Why do we put on main events?
I think it makes it more special rather than just like outsourcing it and then have them come and do it and then go back home. It's not the same versus building the relationship with these companies to make their dream come to life, because what we want is to have it authentic as in Japan rather than just bring it here and slap on our logo.
Yeah, like what is your take on the why we do main events?
Why we do main events? I agree with Justice in that, like, if we put our hands on it and we build it, right, we can make it special, you know? Like, you take so much more pride in something when you yourself are involved in it, right? And it's really important that we do build these relationships with these companies. Like, take, for instance, At Home. They've been with us several years now. Yeah. Several years now. And they're always happy and they always come back. And, you know, if anybody from At Home is listening, you guys are amazing. Seriously. And they're partners. Yeah. You know, they are our partners. Yeah. And it's amazing. And every year we design the blueprints for the cafe. We decide the menu. We do all the footwork, you know. I mean, that in itself is an event. Justice, I mean,
you know.
If I can list it out, what we have to do to make, of course, our attendees happy. Yes. And to make sure it's not just some rinky-dink cafe we just put together, then put At Home on top.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, if they're putting their brand on it, it's important.
It's important for us. To us too.
Yeah, absolutely. So, and we want, again, the most authentic experience and unique experience that you can possibly have. So even if one of our guests goes to another event or somewhere else, you know, in the world, it's still very unique to what they're experiencing at AM. So we localize some of the things that we do for our artists, for our, you know, companies that we work with. And so our main events is very special, it's unique, and it's just one of a kind, I think, to what we do. And year to year. Year to year is different too.
Absolutely. Like the Lady Baby announcement. Yes. The fact that they know what Whataburger is now. I mean, come on. The fact that Lady Baby's talking about Whataburger is just like, job well done. That's there's nothing more Houston than that. Yeah. You know what I mean?
So it's we want the guests to feel at home pretty much here too. So yes, that's the definition of main events and why we do it. And kind of like the history about main events, we've produced our own. I mean, Anime Matsuri is produced in general, but specifically certain events we handle ourselves, and that's most of it is the concert, for example. So I'm going to go into what we actually do for main events, specific events that we do. Okay, and as I do that, I'm going to also ask Justice and Jacob their take or experience in some of this. Okay, so and you guys too, if you have comments about what you've experienced from our main events, please do so, and we'll take some questions along the way if you have any, but I'll try to explain as much as I can. Okay, Friday. Let's start with Friday. The reason why I'm going to go back to Thursday is because there's reasons why we added Thursday.
Thursday special.
Yeah, Thursday is kind of special this year, and there's reason why we added Thursday. Okay, so let's start with Friday, what we normally do, but what also has changed. Okay, Friday, of course, this does not count the ribbon cutting ceremony that our mayor has, you know, come to
Hokage tournament.
has attended for the past couple years, but we're talking about the first main event for this year, which is the Iya concert. Iya concert. Okay, this is an extra ticketed event, and this. Okay, Jacob, you've heard some of the things that are going to be happening, and Justice and I were privileged to see it live.
Why it costs extra? Okay, a lot of stuff happens in that room.
Yes. So we are producing and it is a hologram concert. Yep. And it is one of the most high-tech hologram experience.
Yes, it's a very unique technology.
Yes. So, and this is also live. There's also going to be live music along with dancing and whatnot in the show. And the show is called Aria.
Aria, yes.
Yes, so Aria is just the newest thing.
Yes, it's
from
brand
IA.
new.
Brand new. And we got to see it firsthand as a test run, actually, in Yokohama. And now we get to see it in Houston.
In Houston.
So this is the first time that this show...
Aria, yes.
Yes, Aria is anywhere outside of Japan.
That is correct.
So it is going to be happening at 4 p.m. on Friday at Anime Matsuri. So just letting you know that it is really difficult
yes.
to put on.
Technologically, the hurdles are really interesting. So what's interesting about the show you guys went to in Yokohama, it's in a specialized theater, right, that has all the technology there. And in Japan, these types of concerts are actually like not super duper common, but much more so common there than they are here.
Yeah.
And what I mean by that are like the hologram concerts, for lack of better words. You know, we had the Tupac thing.
No.
But in Japan, it's much more common. So they have like theaters that are like specially designed with all the equipment in place that's already tested and pre-run and everything like that. The George R. Brown doesn't have all that, right?
Yep,
so,
we had to recreate everything from scratch, guys. It's an empty room. It's an empty room.
It's a blank canvas.
Blank canvas. And there's different phases for, like, let's say if you have a business. There's phase 1. Phase 1 has nothing.
Right.
You know, so, and phase 2 is basically that you already have something there and then you just remodeling. No, there's no phase 2. We only have phase 1.
And I think a common misconception with the way we run our events, since there's such a huge production, a lot of people think like, oh, well, surely like they're flying over, you know, staff from first place, and yeah, they'll be like guiding hands.
Yes,
but a lot of the work, it's Houston powered. You know, it's us. It's gonna be me and my team
and production team.
Yeah.
So we do outsource, of course, like the stage and lights and sound. But we hand in hand helping them.
Absolutely. As far as the production and design, because a lot of this is specialized equipment and specialized software that requires training. And stuff like that.
It was you and Nathan Cooper.
Me and the famous Nathan Cooper. Shout out to Nathan over there, by the way, running the deck.
Training to do this.
Yes, which is very, very generous. So I met first place when we attended Tokyo International Music Market.
Tim.
We attended Tim. Myself, Deneice, Daniela, Yukiko, and John, and we were all there meeting them, and like I was blown away. Yeah, I was like, I thought you guys were like,
we talked to them in September, you know, but we met them in September, but you've met them in October.
I met them there. Yeah. And I thought you and John had lost your mind, to be honest. Because like they were talking about, we're going to have this specialized technology and this, and you know, and I was like, we're bringing this to Houston. Yeah. That seemed so crazy at the time. But now that I've seen the technology and how it all works, like, it's perfectly feasible. It's a hurdle, but it's perfectly feasible. Yeah. And I am super excited to bring this to Houston. This
is going to be a very unique concert. I just want to let you guys know that for Super Pass holders, I think I need to correct myself if I think there was a little bit...
Correct yourself. You're wrong.
I know. Sometimes I'm wrong. No, I actually wasn't wrong, but I needed to explain a little bit more. So Super Pass holders, if you bought a ticket for IA concert, it is an extra ticketed event. So that doesn't mean that it's included in the Super Pass.
Right.
So,
which those tickets are on sale right now.
Yes, it's still on sale. If you are a Super Pass holder and you purchase an IA concert ticket,
regardless of VIP or regular,
right? Regardless, well, I think regardless, then you do get a light stick.
Yeah, like a little gift.
Yes.
So you want the whole experience, you should be a Super Pass holder and buy VIP.
Correct.
To get the shirt and the light stick.
Yeah, the special shirt and the light stick and the whole 9 yards to show. I mean, if you love IA and you love like hologram concerts.
Yes. So the premium ticket for IA includes a T-shirt.
Oh, nice.
For most people that are getting premium. But Super Pass holders, there's a bonus that you get the light stick.
And is it a custom like AM T-shirt?
is
Nice.
this custom area.
So it's not something you can just get online.
It's
it's very exclusive.
It's very exclusive. So just letting you know, that is Friday's concert, kicking it off. One of our main events. Okay, so that's Iya concert.
Yep.
Iya question.
Yes.
What if we are surpassed with the Iya premium ticket? Do we get them first? Yeah, you're like the ultimate first person.
The ultimate.
First off, thank you.
Yeah. Yes, thank you.
You're amazing.
So yes, you all Super Pass events. Like if you're a Super Pass holder, you get to go in first every time.
So then the order would be like Super Pass VIP, Super Pass regular.
Correct.
Then VIP.
3 day VIP, 3 day regular, and then 1 day.
Yes. So just so you know, that's the order, and in which we allow people to enter.
Yeah, which is fair. I mean, to all our Super Pass people, I mean, you guys, we want to make sure you get the value.
You got the premium package.
Yeah, absolutely. Like you get in first. You know?
Yeah. So that's the. Thank you for asking that question. I hope we clarified that.
Someone also asked, is it seated or standing?
It is standing.
Yeah.
Why sit down?
It's a concert. What are you talking about?
Yeah. So that's what's actually different between our event and Japan's event.
Yeah, it needed to be stood up because there's some songs that have a big beat.
I was dancing in my seat.
Yeah.
You saw me. I was dancing. I was dancing in my I was doing my
the concert.
My moves.
It was like some rock song, some big techno song. Everything's loud. You can't sit down for that.
You have the light sticks and you have the loud music and the light. I mean, it's standing. I think I remember the meeting. We talked about that.
We talked about that.
And we're like, seated or standing, or like standing just feels more like a concert experience to me, at least. I may be completely wrong, but it's standing. Yeah.
It is standing. And until further notice, it's standing. Yeah. But it is. Thank you for asking the question.
Yep.
All right. Anything else until I move? Okay, so I wanted to let you know Friday. The other change that we had to do because of our announcement today. Of Nervo. Okay, we had to rearrange. Let me just explain why we're doing this. And just letting you know, we originally had the J-Rock concert on Saturday.
Yeah, traditionally.
Traditionally, are some of the things that we do for our Saturday concert is huge. And we had to move this entire lineup for Saturday's concert, J-Rock concert. So now it is Friday. So Lady Baby and Kacheric Spin will be performing live on Friday night after the fashion show.
Very nice.
And the fashion show is the other main event. So let me go back to Lady Baby and Kacheric Spin in a little bit. But the fashion show, this is a high production, quality runway show. Extremely entertaining. Includes many chapters. We have about 70 models, unheard of.
Yeah, 70 models, a few different brands,
Yes, several brands.
Pyrotechnics and all the getted gubbins.
It is a major production, and last year alone, we had 5,500 people attend the fashion show. So it is.
I watched it last year.
It is an incredible experience as a spectator, but also as a model. You've modeled.
Yeah, I've modeled several years for you guys.
Yeah, so it is quite a production on the back end too. For things to go on, and models are made up and dressed and performing on stage, not just running the runway sometimes, walking the runway,
but doing actual acting and performing and stuff like that.
So it's an experience. So our fashion show is top notch, I want to say, and it's the largest outside of Japan for a fashion show this spell. So that is why it is one of our main events. High production, high quality show. So definitely do that. That is happening at 8 p.m. on Friday, June 14th.
I enjoy it because I like it's more entertainment factor than just clothing.
Yeah, it's not just a walk.
Oh, it's an event. It's a spectators.
Yes, and we managed to make it very unique to us. So that's why it's so special.
Last year there was a motorcycle. There was dancing.
That year we had the horse.
We had a horse one year. We had
you got an Aston Martin on the 3rd floor.
We had a carriage, a live horse carriage, mind you. We've had Cirque du Soleil acts. Before the professional dancers did, all kinds of stuff that we put in to our fashion show years ago. So
it's not just dresses and walking. I mean, we've hired choreographers. We've got pyrotechnics crews. We've got confetti cannons. We've got horses, Aston Martins.
Yeah, it's a big scale production for the fashion show alone. So that's happening in B3 actually on Friday. So Friday at 8 p.m. Not this Friday, guys. June 14th.
Hey, don't show up.
Okay. So that's another huge main event. Okay. Now let's talk about the concert that we moved into Friday. So it is Lady Baby and Kacharik Spin. Lady Baby alone can stand alone.
Absolutely. Like Kacharik Spin's nothing to shake a stick at either.
Oh my gosh.
Their live performances
10th year anniversary for Kacharik Spin. And their first debut was at Anime Matsuri.
So it's only fitting that they come here for their 10 years.
Exactly.
Right?
So, it is so awesome to see their growth. And just the changes that they've done to their show. It is amazing.
It really is.
It's not just rock. It's like you're part of it. They're so interactive with the audience. And it is high energy.
Absolutely. I was watching a documentary they had on NHK the other day. Like, they've come a long way. And I'm so proud. So proud of them. Because they work hard. They really do.
Yeah, those girls are like really hardcore.
The Tokyo music scene is
so passionate about their music and their performances. So they give it all they've got, for the show, and you can see it during the convention. Some of my friends actually came from California to see Kacharik Spin.
Really?
And they were blown away. They just never experienced anything like that. They were just like, and mind you, many Japanese fans of theirs comes to see them live here, and that's happening again. We've seen several of their fans from Japan buy tickets to Anime Matsuri just to see them live here. They are so loyal.
Loyal, extremely. Yeah, I've seen the tweets twittering about on Twitter. And I'm looking forward to traveling to Houston to come see you guys play internationally. And
they're good fans.
They're good fans. They really are. This solid performance.
So solid. Seriously, it is unreal. So, okay, I just want to take a back. Like some of these lineups this year, just blowing our minds. Even on the behind the scenes side, right? I mean, things that you haven't even heard of yet is happening.
It's not, I mean, you thought like Kacharik Spin, oh, that's awesome, they're coming back, that's good, they're pretty good. Lady Baby, oh man, that's a really big mainstream act, that's awesome. Nervo, You Know Me, like, and we haven't even announced everything yet.
Yeah, we haven't announced everything yet. So that's Friday, you guys. We used to have the Nerdless show and the Hentai Fest. So that is actually now moved to Saturday. And so let's talk about Saturday. Another big main event is the cosplay contest.
Yes.
Now, years ago, several years ago, I don't recall exact year, we started doing high definition back the screen.
The walls and everything?
LED wall screen for our contestants, our participants in the cosplay contest. And we were the first to do that.
Really?
We were the first to digitize the backdrop.
Oh, so they can interact with it.
Yeah, it's customized for the contestant.
Oh, so they can plan their skit around...
Yes. They plan their skit around it. If you have seen our cosplay contest, about 6,000 plus people attend the cosplay contest alone, just watching performances. And it is quite people are cheering you on. They're walking the runway. It's customized backdrop.
I mean, these people are working on these things all year.
All year.
Some
of them, it's the amount of hours that the costumes they put into, gets judged and, they win awards. But just the sheer fact that you're going up there and performing on stage for our audience, it's already applauding.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Like, some of these people, like I said, all year from the beginning, like as soon as Matsuri's over, they're already planning next year's event.
Yeah.
They're getting, like, they're ordering servos on the internet. They're buying Raspberry Pis or Arduinos to digitize or you know, have motors on all their stuff. These people are artisan.
Yeah.
They're truly talented. Actually, they're craftsmen.
Yeah.
And they get to come up on stage and show the world, essentially, what they've been working on all year. And these people are good.
So the photos from that is just incredible to see the details of the craftsmanship behind the cosplay contest. But mind you, we had to recreate that for you guys. The stage itself, how we have to do the certain lights and sounds for you and all that stuff.
Same thing, it was a blank canvas.
It's a blank canvas.
Absolutely.
And then we had to recreate it.
Yeah, you don't just show up in a hall of a JRB and like, oh, there's a stage and lighting all set up.
No.
I wish.
Oh, yeah, we wish. No, it's not like that. The only hall, actually, that has something like that, and we use it as a panel room, which is, for most part, is the General Assembly. It's already, set, but you still had to create the stage and the sound.
Yeah,
and
not only that, like, everything is planned, right? Like, every single movement of the lights, every single, like, changing of color, every single, pre-recorded, every single panel, it's all planned.
Yeah, it's all planned. So anyway, Cosmic Eye. If you guys have any questions, we will be happy to answer it.
Oh, cosplay contest submissions are open.
Yes.
So you want to join on the contest and be on stage with the 5,000 people. We are open with different categories.
There's a question I just saw. Will there be... Wait, hold on. I'm just going to go back, guys. I want to be able to answer some of your questions.
Can we talk about the schedule? Or is that for later?
The schedule is going to come out next week. The first tentative schedule.
Because we still have a lot more to announce.
Yes. The first tentative schedule, I think that was one of the questions. Yes. I'm not sure by whom. We should try to say the names so I can know where we're at. When will we get the schedule? Kevin, thank you for that question. And that's happening next week. So the first tentative schedule, look out for that. That's going to be announced, on our site and also on our social media about when the schedule's out. And we're going to update the app, but right now we're just going to put out the schedule. Like tentative.
Tentative.
When I say tentative, guys, what I mean is it is very much in the works still.
Yeah.
We are creating and recreating some of the content, and it is it might change, so we are not set in stone some of the things. But the reason why I'm talking about like the main events tonight is most of the main events is set in stone.
Right.
So they have that to plan around.
Yes, you plan around that. I know some people may not make a butler reservation until they see the main events.
That shouldn't stop them.
They shouldn't stop it, So anyway, we understand the need to know. So we're gonna do our best to get that as soon as possible to you and put it out there. Okay. So
when you announce a band like Nervo or a group like Nervo, they have a write-up that's huge. I mean, all these lights and sound and equipment. I mean, they have their own show on Sirius XM.
Right.
They're A-class talent.
Yeah.
So when you have to plan a show like that, sometimes things have to move around to accommodate. So that's why we say tentative.
And Nerds Know. Thanks for joining us from Florida again.
What's up? Julian, right? I think that's her name. Jillian?
Yes. So, Nerds Know, are we allowed to record or photograph the IA concert? We are not.
That's an excellent question. That's an excellent
question.
Yeah.
It is so exclusive.
Yeah, there's very limited shows that IA goes to.
We couldn't even record.
In Yokohama, right?
Yeah. We're not allowed to.
Yeah, we
got in trouble.
We have our own footage maybe from that we may be able to clip for you as a marketing thing later on, but we are not. You guys are not allowed to do flash photography, cameras,
And there's a reason. There's a reason for the reason for that is the technology that you're going to see with IA is very proprietary. So if you've been to a Hatsune Miku concert, the technology is different.
Yes,
it's
absolutely.
It's a hologram, but the way they do it is very different.
It's projection versus something to
it's completely different. The effect is relatively the same, but how it's done is very, very different.
How it's done and how it's going to look.
Exactly. So it's all proprietary, right? And they want to protect that.
Absolutely.
So they requested us, say, hey, just tell your attendees, no video, please. And you know, we want to respect that, of course.
Yeah. And even then, say if someone does sneak it in, it's not going to look the same on your phone versus you seeing it visually. So, I mean, you can, if you want to be that person and sneak a video.
We will be watching you.
It won't be the same. I think I prefer you just watch it yourself.
Yeah.
Then just record it. And then see it later, it won't be the same. It won't be as good.
Yeah, you
can't. Spending money.
Just don't do that. Yeah. Respect the proprietary concert place. So yes, thank you for asking that question. So most of our concerts are like that, actually, usually. But like the J-Rock concert, you can definitely use your phones, record during that time if you like, but no major gear.
Yeah. No, don't come in there with like a gimbal and like a. If you have a press pass, we'll talk about it maybe.
Yes.
But like, oh, here's my 3-day pass. Don't
be bringing your own jib.
Yeah.
Oh my God, no! If I see that thing, I'm calling HPD.
Bring it in, boys.
Get out of here.
We will have jibs, guys. We will have jibs.
We'll have promotional material.
Several cameras going.
No, it'll be a much nicer video. Just watch it. We'll take care of it.
Just take the experience in.
We'll
enjoy it. We'll record it. Right?
Yeah, but no, for the J-Rock concerts, you can definitely do that, but not for the IA. Of course, Club AM you can, but anyway, we normally don't allow it. So specialized concerts like IA, we will not allow. Okay. All right. If there's another question, if you can highlight it for me, that would be fantastic. So, because we're going through here.
Just a little question. Any tips for first timers?
Tips for first timers.
I recommend getting painkillers for your feet, vitamins,
comfortable shoes.
Comfortable shoes.
Absolutely.
I wear my sneakers between.
So what I do is my secret. But I think a lot of even cosplayers do
Deneice's
this.
secret.
The Trinity secrets.
Move over, Victoria.
No, so I bring a extra bag. Even when we go to Japan, I bring an extra bag and I switch shoes. Switch shoes for different events. So I wear sneakers or flats as I'm moving in between things, and then I go in and I'm dazzled up.
Because you won't realize you'll have walked like 20, 30 miles in a day. Like, I mean, easy, you know?
Or I just get Hilton, you know?
Get the Hilton.
I do that. I would do your technique, but my hotel's connected.
You know
so
what?
I just go up there.
If you are coming to Anime Matsuri and attending at least 2 days, just get a hotel.
Yeah, the Hilton in particular, because you have the Sky Bridge.
It's right there.
It's nice. You don't have to set foot outdoors, because no one wants to get in the Texas heat. You can go straight from your room into the Urabi via Sky Bridge and back.
It's very accessible.
Yeah.
Especially when you go from day mode to night mode on Saturday.
There's 2 Sky Bridges from the Hilton. Yeah. So it's very convenient. Red Puppy, will Matsuri app have the schedule this year too? Yes.
Once it's all confirmed and done.
Yes.
Yeah. Tentative schedule coming.
Tentative schedule coming, guys. Thank you.
With asterisks.
But thanks, it's Elias113 for that, for first time. So where are you coming from? We'd love to hear it.
Yeah, we got people all over.
We had 26 different countries attend Anime Matsuri last year according to our Eventbrite information. That's from Eventbrite. Maybe.
So it like checks the IP of whatever country it's being ordered from. That's cool.
Yeah, and so it is pretty awesome to see that many.
Oh, they're from Texas.
From Texas. Hey!
What part of Houston?
That's a big howdy for you.
Yeah, Texas is huge, guys.
No, I think Houston is like 5 cities in one.
This is true.
Texas, you can drive 6 hours and still be in Texas. You can drive 12 hours and still be in Texas.
Yeah.
It's gigantic.
This is true. Yeah, we have a lot of land here, guys. Lots of land.
Wide open spaces.
Wide
open spaces.
Sorry, but that's country.
Too country for me.
Too country for me. Okay, Serenity is the license will be coordinated throughout the concert. We are working on that, actually.
That is a good question.
That is a great question. For the Ia concert she's talking about.
Right. So I've heard whispers. I don't know if it's confirmed, but I've heard whispers that it's going to be coordinated with the show.
Yes.
Logistically, we're still kind of working that out, from what I understand.
Yeah, I hope
It's a
so.
possibility.
Yeah,
It changes everything.
It does change everything.
It's definitely a possibility. We're looking into the technology to get that done.
Yeah.
We want to.
We definitely want to, and it's
You better do
possible.
it, Mr. Special Projects.
we've looked into it.
Kevin also asked, Kevin M, will there be Wi-Fi in the convention building? So what happened in 2017 was the convention center was undergoing construction, as you remember, and and the reason why it was going under construction is one. There's a lot more big conferences coming to our city, but also because we were preparing for the Super Bowl. And because of the Super Bowl, I want to explain this because this is now why you have Wi-Fi in the building and charging stations.
I remember you posting pictures.
Yes.
You were at some like pregame event or something.
Yes,
like that?
I was actually volunteering at the Super Bowl.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, so I was
experience.
volunteering for several days, and we are privileged now to have Wi-Fi availability in the public space.
Thank you, NFL.
Oh, thank goodness.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Thank you,
so
NFL.
in the public space of the convention center, that's a huge plus for many of us, right?
Because people are trying to use the app. They're
Right.
trying to like check and see when this panel is.
Right.
Taking pictures and sharing their friends and
Right.
doing live streams or whatever they want to do.
So the GRB, our convention center, has upgraded a lot of stuff, and that's one of the upgrades. And mind you, we also have so many different charging stations outside in the public space. From end to end, there's walls or areas in which you can plug and charge your phones and cameras, whatever you need to do. So it is quite a feat for the convention center to do, and we're really privileged to have the most beautiful convention center, in my opinion.
Oh, it's like 2 million square feet.
Yeah,
It's
2 million
gigantic.
square feet. So
To get Wi-Fi coverage in a 2 million square foot metal box, well done.
So it's just like, yes, there is free Wi-Fi in the public space. So if you're a vendor or artist, you do have to get extra.
Yeah, because you're running your own square system.
right.
And you're going to clog up the network with all that.
Yeah. But in the public space, the general public can use Wi-Fi, yes. So thanks for that question. Okay. Let's move on to the next part of the main event on Saturday specifically, which is now since we moved the J-Rock concert, guys.
Leave some space.
Okay, why we had to move them. And I'll tell you in a second. But there is now the Nerdlesque and the Hentai Fest,
Oh, yeah.
which is now part of our main events.
Really?
So,
Somebody had a
Nerdlesque has
birthday.
been, but Hentai Fest, we only started last year as taking over part of our main event.
As an AM official event?
Yeah, AM official event.
One of those ones that we have our hands in, right?
Yeah,
More.
because the reason is years ago, or for many years, it's been a fan event. So produced or put on by fans. It's a fan panel. But we want to bring you guys some quality guests.
Yeah, I love when I say some quality.
With that gesture.
With this gesture.
Yes.
There's some info regarding that.
When I said that we still have things yet to announce, we still have some things.
Yeah, to announce.
To announce.
So we will announce for you and talk about Nerdlesque in another show, and we will talk about the Hentai Fest on another show. Just saying. It's quite different.
Pretty official. From
Yeah.
what the looks of it. It's like a
It's-
very official hentai.
As far as the genre goes, it's just about as legitimate as you can get, in my opinion.
It is strictly 18 plus.
Yes, please.
I mean, obviously.
The Nerdlesque show and the Hentai Fest
Yeah.
are strictly.
I mean, that goes without saying.
18 plus. And we do require ID along with your badge, so make sure you have it at all times.
And make sure you show up early because you're going to have people checking IDs, and you can imagine the lines and how long it takes. It's just an extra step.
Yeah. It's limited seating.
Limited seating.
Yeah, because it's in the General Assembly, right?
General Assembly for... Well, Nerdless is in the B3.
Okay.
Yeah. But it does get...
It does it pretty full.
6,000 people attended Nerdless.
I was there.
The Nerdless show, guys. 6,000 people in the audience.
It was full. No one left.
No one left.
The whole time.
I didn't attend, but I heard there was a really good Voldemort cosplay thing.
I saw it was so
I didn't get to see it.
Flexible.
Oh, really?
It was a male. I was surprised. I was like, oh. I mean, of course, all the guys were like what's going on? But all the girls were like, oh. I mean, I liked it.
If you have any pictures, link to it.
If you know anything about burlesque, you have got to know Nerdless doing AM style. You know,
it was cool. They were cosplaying. It was pretty good cosplay too.
We created Nerdless for our fans, so we bring on professionals in the business, you know, and really entertaining, extremely entertaining for Nerdless.
That was really good.
Yeah, so I mean, so many guests in the past have put on an incredible performance just for the fans, and it was quite rowdy too.
Yeah, there you go. I mean, unfortunately, and one thing about being on staff is you're just so busy sometimes, you know,
you
putting out
attend.
fires. I can't attend everything as much as I would love to.
Yeah, none of us can attend everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Nerdless and Hentai Fest, definitely more to come on that. But let's talk about the biggest event at AM, official main event, and that is Club AM.
Yeah, it's our most attended.
Most attended.
Like almost every year, right?
Yes, every year.
The
most attended. As big as our concerts are, some of our concerts has close to 8,000 people. One year was like 7,500. Our main events of Club AM, over 10,000 plus last year. So it is always the biggest.
I did go to that one last year. It was good times.
Okay, so what was your experience? So let's take it first. What was your experience, guys? How was that like for you if you attended Club AM last year? Justice, go.
Okay, I first want to give out, I'm not a huge, I would say raver? Raver?
And you don't really go to clubs.
Not really, but I went to other evening events like this, other conventions. So I honestly didn't have much to think of. I was like, okay, whatever, it's at night, loud music, sure. Because the last time I went to, people were sitting down.
You were like, questioning if you should go, remember?
Yes, I was like, should I even go?
Yeah.
I didn't even bring an outfit, I just wore sweats or something that day. But at other conventions, I see people sitting down, they're just chilling, hearing the music. I was sitting down too. But then this one, everyone was standing up.
Dude, it
was crazy. I saw like streamers.
You got like crowd surfers and like.
I saw like a blown up sriracha bottle. I saw people waving flags.
Like giant Japanese flags.
Yeah.
American flags.
Bears.
I saw bears. I saw T-Rexes.
Pokemon Pikachus.
I saw conga lines.
Yu-Gi-Oh battles.
Limbos. Yu-Gi-Oh battles.
They had these dual discs, and they were like, everyone was like dancing around them. They're like, I summon Pot of Greed.
Okay, so last year we had a really great lineup, you know.
I enjoyed it.
Oh, Maid Monster killed
it.
DJ Shintaro was amazing.
Was awesome.
Shintaro was like, what, the Red Bull world champion, right?
Yeah.
I mean, dude put on a show. Even
Misaki. When Misaki
Misaki
started.
Oh my god,
P.
that's right. Misaki P.
When she started, it was so cute.
good.
I saw her teddy bear logo.
Boom.
She really started really well. Everyone was coming in. They were all like cranking out. Let me in!
Which that's another thing we check IDs for, right?
We have to.
It's an 18 plus. We started 18 plus last year because 2017 guys was too crazy for anyone younger than 18. So we want to be strictly 18 from now on for Club AM. And it is very hot. Mind you, it starts at midnight. Midnight until 4 in the morning, Club AM does. And so, course, Super Pass holders, you get first dibs getting in. there is going to be a separate cool line for Super Pass holders using the RFID chip on their badge.
Much faster. Yes. I mean,
yes.
It took a while to get in because it was a long line.
Yes.
It was like from Hall A to like Hall E, the line. So it makes sense why it took forever. Yeah. Because everyone needs to get checked anyway.
Yeah. Super Pass holders, we have a separate line for you. We're going to check your ID along with your Super Pass badge. And once that's checked, you basically move along.
Yeah, and it'll be electronically verified.
Electronically verified.
Yeah.
Correct.
RFID. Just beep and you're good to go.
There's only 500 of you.
How much is Club AM?
Oh, really? Guys, this is one of the coolest things why Club AM is so special. It is part of your Anime Matsuri badge.
You can see Nervo.
Yes.
For the price of a 4-day badge at Anime Matsuri.
And that's like right now $80.
Yes.
$80.
Dude, to see Nervo alone.
Is that worth that? Or that or
way
more?
More. It's like to the thousands maybe. You want like the ultimate.
Yeah, like they're playing like Coachella and stuff. Like they're playing like huge stuff. Nervo is a huge international act. And the fact that you can see them in Houston
is crazy.
For the price of a 4-day badge is...
It's 4 days, guys. 4 days.
Yeah, on top of everything else. Yeah. It's unheard of.
So Club AM, I just want to let you know, last year, the line was insane.
Yeah, you can find some videos floating around.
Yeah, there's some videos floating around. We had even the AM babes out there trying to like control the crowd,
because
hyping up the crowd.
They know where the party is. It's in that hall, and they're not in it.
They're directing everybody to it. Yeah, but dude, okay, so it was in Hall A, which is all the way on the left-hand side, right? Mm-hmm. That line went all the way down to Papados.
Yeah.
It took up the entire mezzanine. Yeah. The whole thing was just one big line.
We expect this and more this year because of the lineup. And let's talk about when you get inside then.
Yeah, once you get inside.
Once you get inside, it's going to be a blast. So the lineup this year, let's talk about that. Made Monster.
Again,
but...
Happy to have him back.
Dude,
I was pretty happy.
You don't understand. Made Monster is putting on something very special for our fans. So
are they making like special remixes or something?
Yes. Special exclusive remix for us too. So I was so like on fire with their performance.
Last year was
just they blew me away. This is the first time we had them last year, and it was just like.
No, they were very interactive. They went to the crowd and danced with people, take pictures.
Yeah. Oh, dude, they were dancing. Yeah, like after their set, they were down with us. Yeah, raving out with the fans, like in the masks and taking selfies and like
it is
great
incredible.
Guys.
So that's the first act for Club AM. Second act for Club AM is You Know Me, DJ You Know Me, and then I mind you, he has a crazy set lined up for you, and it is exclusive for us as well. Mm-hmm. He has a huge following.
If you haven't heard any of his music,
yes.
After this stream, don't go now. After this stream, go just type in You Know Me in YouTube, and I'm positive.
Even then, I'm sure people have heard it, but they just don't know who made it. Because his music,
it's pretty prolific.
It.
And also, You Know Me has a channel called, or not a channel, but he's featured on this channel quite often, which is Waifu Wednesday.
Waifu Wednesday. I like that. That's good.
His music is on there, and there's huge subscribers on there. So he is renowned DJ. So just letting you know, it is on fire when You Know Me. What's really special is while You Know Me is doing his set, Kyoto, which is the other part of the act too, is doing live drawing. She's a major artist.
That's new.
Yes, this has never been done at AM.
Live drawing during a rave.
Yes.
Well, because she can like feed off the energy of the crowd
music,
and like
correct.
Create something that's.
I have never seen it, so I'm looking forward to it.
I'm really interested to see what she draws.
Both are from Japan.
It has to be the Yu-Gi-Oh duel in the rave.
So if you notice, we've got Made Monster from US. Then we have You Know Me and Kyoto from Japan.
And then from Australia.
From Australia. And people were wondering if it was April Fool's or something.
On April 4th?
On April 4th.
I remember that.
Guys.
It's real.
It's real. We announced today the lineup, the headliner for Club AM, which is Nervo, which is a DJ duo act. They are the queens of house music. They have millions of subscribers and followers, but not only that, they just are an amazing duo.
Next level. This is like
they're sisters.
A-list talent.
I'm kind of like dressing up like Liv right now.
Oh, I see that. Hey, look at that. You got the hat going on and everything.
Like Liv, but if you don't know what they look like, this is them right here, and you know, we announced them today. Can I get a closer shot of this? They are highly sponsored also by various companies like CoverGirl. They've done so many, collaborations and whatnot. They are not only hot, but very talented.
They're probably, I wouldn't doubt, like, definitely somewhere in the top 20 highest paid DJs.
Yes, they are.
On the planet. Like,
yeah,
they're
so
highly in demand.
They are highly in demand. They do hundreds of shows a year.
Around the world.
Around the world. And I think they said that they do 200 plus shows a year.
Putting in work.
Woo. I've seen the videos of them at Tomorrowland. That stage always is huge.
Tomorrowland is...
Oh my God, these are EDM festivals that are like... people from all over the world attend, and they're one of the headliners for those shows. So it's just really crazy.
But now they're in Houston
at an anime convention.
Yeah,
and I know some of you were not believing it.
Yeah,
let's talk about that.
The comments I was reading was like, "This has to be a joke. There's no way." Like, no, like it's legitimate. Like we got their contract, we got their tech writer, we contacted our production crew, we asked them, "Hey, can we do this?" And they're like, "Yeah, we can."
Okay, the tech writer alone was crazy. I don't want to say how many pages. It's a lot. It's 3 times normally.
Yeah, it's A-list talent. I mean, you may as well bring Maroon 5. You know what I mean?
It's the most complicated writer we've ever seen so far.
It's going to be a technological spectrum, and it's interesting because so if you go to Club AM, stick around.
Yeah,
stick around because. You Know Me is great, don't get me wrong. You Know Me made Monster. Watch them and appreciate them. They're really good. But the lights and sound and stuff we're putting on for Nervo is...
Yeah, it's exclusive for Nervo.
Yeah. They're a headliner for a reason.
Yeah, they're a headliner for a reason. And mind you, too, they're putting on something very special exclusively for us.
Again? Oh, that's so nice.
So it's going to be wicked, seriously.
They're yeeing all the haws. They've yeed so many haws.
Nervo alone should be itself a ticket.
Oh, that's Nervo alone is worth the price of admission.
Yeah. So, but this is included in your AM badge. Club AM is and 18 plus.
Pretty soon, people are going to be coming to Anime Matsuri just for Club AM.
We gotten so many emails and messages today. I tweeted about like some of the I was bombarded, and also our inbox. Was bombarded with promoters and people.
Want to get a piece of that?
No, just in general, like giving us props and
it's like you got them to come here.
No, everyone was so like happy to hear that they're coming here.
They don't have to fly all the way to California. They don't have to fly all the way to New York.
And but a lot of people didn't realize it was real.
Yeah, it's absolutely real, guys. It's legitimate. Yeah.
We do have Nervo coming to Anime Matsuri.
Your little convention's growing up.
It is. No. So I want to talk real quick about Club AM's priority access. So because of this huge announcement today and the lineup that we have, there's going to be strict requirements in terms of priority getting in. As you know, last year there was no such thing. So we had first come, first serve. But this year we are serving certain people first. Yeah. And we're doing that because of the demand to get in this year. And we're thinking it's going to be record number of people wanting to get in. So this is how it's going to work. Super Pass holders first.
Again.
We loves you.
We love you.
You're our boys. Or girls.
So priority access for Super Pass holders. Absolutely. Then it's for our weekend pass holders.
4-day.
4-day weekend pass holders. You must have a weekend pass in order to get into get in. And we are going to prioritize you accordingly. And then from there, it is for single day pass holders.
Right.
Yes.
So if you're worth it at that point.
Well, I mean, some of these EDM festivals, the price of admission just to the festival is the price of one of our super passes.
Yeah.
I mean, So, I mean...
Might as well go
or more.
Yeah, or more. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
I mean,
our Super Pass is actually one of on the low end of VIP passes.
That's what I really like about Matsuri versus, like, a lot of other events is, like, our stuff is relatively affordable.
Very affordable.
You know, because, like, working international relations and speaking with, like, some anime studios and guests and everything, they're like, you know, you guys are really, really about the fans. You keep it affordable, and we are.
We're trying. Yeah. We're trying. Keep it as affordable as possible for the fans, and because we keep it affordable, I think you guys are like astonished or in shock of why we keep it like this. Even some of our partners.
Yeah, exactly. Like, what do you mean? Like, I'm sure Nova is going to be like, you mean people are going to be able to come to our show for like $45 or like however much a 3-day pass is now. I know the price is going up.
We started at $45.
Yeah, so potentially you could be going to a Nervo concert for $45.
Some of you will be. Yeah, it's crazy to think about.
That's absolutely insane.
That's for 4 days. So priority access, so that it goes Super Pass, Weekend Pass, then Single Day Pass. So just letting you know, it will be in demand. And it will be highly attended.
Absolutely. I mean, and it really has to be. I mean, as we grow, you know, change is just progression. You know, it happens. And we really appreciate, like, our fans and the people and our attendees growing with us, you know.
What was your experience like last year?
Last year? Oh, running production and everything like that? Well,
no, just as a going to
I had an interesting experience. I didn't talk about this. I'll talk about it. The illustrious, I'm not going to say illustrious, that'd probably be a bad way to put it. The infamous, I don't know how to put this.
What is this what are you talking about?
The Nazi guy.
Oh, that story.
Yeah, so.
Oh my god.
Oh gosh. Okay, you want to share this?
Can I?
Okay, I guess you can. I mean, this is your experience.
Okay. The inside scoop. So.
The evil Nazi
cosplayer. I know, right? So.
A little background about that first.
A little background about that first.
I guess.
Yeah.
Since you say Nazi, I'm like, what?
Well, there's a lot of misinformation going on. Yeah. But, so, I am the guy who personally escorted the guy out and revoked his badge. I was working, you know, I was helping out with the lines and everything. Not really my job, but, you know, as part of staff, it's courteous to help out other departments and everything like that, because we're all in this together. So I'm sitting here, you know, checking IDs, you know, going ahead and go in and everything like that, and, you know, walking around, checking the crowd, making sure everything's safe, nothing's sketchy or anything. And I see the guy, and I recognize the guy, and I was like, you know, because throughout the convention, I don't really have a lot of time to check social media or anything like that. But every now and then I'll look, and, like, I see all these people, like, all these complaints about, oh, this guy's in a Nazi cosplay, which is very tasteless. It really is. It's a very tasteless joke. I was like, oh, man, that sucks. We should really, you know, do something about that, and then, you know, make a conscious effort to ourselves. Like, if I ever see that, or if I see that, I'll be sure to speak up.
Yeah, there was a lot of controversial info going on around that. Yeah. We did not allow that person in the convention, by the way.
No,
but I see him.
Yeah,
like he's in a crowd of people. So I texted. I think it was either you or John directly.
John.
Yeah. Okay. I texted John. I was like, hey, you know, this is going on social media, and I see this guy. And I'd like to kick him out. What do you want me to do? And his reply to my text was like, "Stay where you are. Don't move. Keep an eye on him. Where are you?"
Yeah.
So I keep an eye on him. I'm waiting, and here comes John about 10 minutes later with a police officer, a member of HPD, and he was like, "You go over there and you talk to this guy and you kick him out of my event and let him know that it's not acceptable."
John said this to our HPD officer.
Yeah,
to you.
Said this to me. He's like, you go over there. He's like, you take this police officer with you.
Okay.
And you kick this guy out of the event, and you let him know that like it's a tasteless joke, and like, you know, this isn't accepted. It's a private event. So I go over there and I tap the guy on the shoulder, and I'm like, "Excuse me, can you like come with me, please?" And like you can just tell.
This is during Club AM.
During Club AM, exactly. Yeah. So the music is blaring and everything like that, and you can just tell on the guy's face, like he already knows what's up. He already knows. He's like, "Okay, yeah, I get it." Right?
And he willingly.
Yeah, he didn't put him in. Well, I also had an HPD officer right behind me, right? So we take him outside. And I'm like, "Look, you know, I get free speech, and this is America, and you're free to say what you want, but we're a private event, and we're able to kick you out if we want, right?" And we feel like your cosplay is kind of tasteless, and I get that you're just trying to be cheeky and be like a a meme lord or whatever, but you know, you got to be careful. So. You know, and he was like, kind of, yeah, okay, it's a private event, you know, I understand. And he goes walk away. I'm like, wait, can you give me your badge?
Ah, you took his badge too. Good.
Yes,
good
yes,
job.
yes.
Good job.
So
good job.
I took his badge, and the HPD officer had me sign some paperwork or whatever, and saying, like, you know, if you see him again, come get me, and we'll, like, take actual action. Now that he's officially being kicked out.
So, guys, summary. We did do something about that guy.
Absolutely.
So there's so many rumors out there. We never really spoke about it. This is the first exclusive.
I saw some rumors like we gave him a panel and like, oh, like absolutely
this is
not.
firsthand experience
Please,
from our staff member, and this is crazy. Like, I remember you telling me briefly after the convention that you did that, but I didn't realize the extent of it.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
And it's just tasteless, you know. Like,
yeah. So anyway, guys, be careful.
Yeah. Don't show up to our event and not take cosplays, please.
Yeah. Throughout the convention, always. But just because Club AM is dark doesn't mean we can't find you.
We have a lot of staff that goes in without our staff shirt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just walking around.
Yeah. If you're a member of staff, please wear your staff shirt.
Investigators. No, okay.
But no, do I think like he was a member of the Third Reich? Absolutely not. I think he was just a guy being cheeky, making rude and tasteless jokes, and that's enough to kick him out, in my opinion. To be honest.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of people that we're talking about it, but so
some people are saying like he's like an actual member of the Third Reich and stuff like. I'm like.
No, some even people thought that we put him in there. Like,
yeah,
it was
I
just
saw
crazy.
There was even print. There was even print.
There's no time.
We don't have time for that, man.
No, we don't have
time.
That
we allowed that.
No,
I mean,
no.
I remember going on Twitter. I saw all the tweets and stuff. Everyone's losing their mind. Like, oh my god,
what did
they're
AM
under
do?
attack and all that stuff. I'm like, are you kidding me? I mean, we handled it.
Yeah.
And it's like one guy. It's one thing to like, yeah, it's offensive and stuff, but to make him seem like a monster and like he's gonna attack people. No, it's some weirdo.
He's just being cheeky
in a Nazi outfit that
just
we immediately escorted out. Yeah, even then, he didn't fight. He wasn't like, "Oh no, you can't get me." He's like, "Okay,
no,
I'll leave now."
And if he was like, if he did hijack a panel, because that's one thing. Oh, he hijacked a panel. You have to realize like, these panels are run by panelists. Mm-hmm. They're not run by staff. They're not run by. So
even then, it was like an empty room.
Yeah,
that's what happened.
Trust me. As soon as a higher level staff member like myself.
So high five to you for finding and kicking the person out with our officer.
Yeah, please
we really appreciate that.
Like, I get free speech and all that, but please have some class and don't
respect the event.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just at that point, just be careful because you're trying to be funny and offensive around thousands of people. You really don't think nothing's gonna happen to you.
Yeah. Like don't get me wrong. Like I like dark humor sometimes. You know, but. There's a time and place for everything.
Yes.
And there's some subjects that are just like taboo and you shouldn't joke about. But then we're getting into ethics and morals.
Yeah, so anyway.
Yeah.
But Club AM is supposed to be a very entertaining, enjoyable experience.
Enjoyable. For everyone.
For everyone
yes, and that's
attending.
why we're kicking out these people that shouldn't be there.
Yeah, so all you 18 plus, all I have to say is take a nap or whatever you need to do.
Get some painkillers.
And prepare your bodies. So that's the other question. How are you preparing yourself for this kind of event? It lasts until 4 a.m.
Oh yeah.
You know, so I did last until 4:30. I went to sleep at 5 a.m.
Wait, you went to sleep?
I know. No, not really. I napped at 5 a.m. in the morning and woke up at 7. So it is an incredible feat, but it can happen. And it will happen for many of us behind the scenes to stay up late and make sure everything's fine and then regroup. That's happening Saturday, guys. Okay, so the reason why we moved things, I want to go back to the fact that we moved the J-Rock concert to Friday, is because of Nervo. Their tech writer, their everything writer, requires a lot of advanced planning. And we also have to switch, certain acts. So we wouldn't have time to switch production, check sound, check their equipment, all that stuff, and regroup for the performance.
And we try to make it as modular as possible, but
this is too complicated.
Yeah, it can get.
It is. So this is the whole reason why we have to change up the lineup for Saturday. And so the cosplay contest, then is gonna have the Nerdless and Hentai Fest, and then at midnight, guys, get ready for Club AM Saturday. Yeah, June 15th. So it is gonna be a wild night. And you have to prepare your bodies for that. Mm-hmm. We have such a high quality production this year.
Oh, it's insane.
When
we talk to our partners about like the amount of stuff that we equipment and technical knowledge and like number of people that would like to staff this, they were like, we can do it. We're gonna need like a day for setup though, which is understandable. It really is.
So this is why we had to move things.
Yeah, absolutely. Along. And even in the future, as we grow, this is only going to become more and more complicated, right? Inevitably, in the distant future, we're going to have, and I'm not saying next year, in the next year, even the next, maybe like 2030 or something like that. Some events will overlap. Yeah, you know, I mean, so, it's inevitable.
We do overlap already right now. I mentioned it many times, over and over again. We apologize in advance. You're not going to be able to see everything. Yeah. You're not going to be able to experience every event that happens at Anime Matsuri. So we apologize in advance, but that is part of having a convention, is picking and choosing where you want to go and where you're going to be, and it's part of the experience. So don't kill us.
I mean, we want to bring you, at the end of the day, it's really just us trying to bring you as much quality content as possible. And there are only so many hours in a day. Yeah. You know?
Yeah. And it is really difficult to plan around just the events alone. So for our side even. So we can imagine what you're going through. Just be prepared that it's going to be a lot of things happening at the same time, maybe overlapping, fan panels, guest panels, main events, concerts and whatnot, all happening at the same time. So it is huge convention for many of you. For the first time, it's going to be overwhelming. All your sensory, you might be overloaded with sensors going off, but it's just taking in everything possible to enjoy it. And it's going to be very different than other years with this lineup. Okay, so because of the amount of things we realized, and we've been working on Nervo for about 8 months, 9 months. Yeah,
it's, as I'm sure you know, these contracts can get complicated. We want to make sure they're happy, and we want to make sure we get quality stuff for you guys.
We've been working on this since September, August.
It's going to be worth it.
Yeah. So we've been doing this, mind you, and looking at this tech writer and imagining what's going to happen during the convention. Because of our final meeting with our production crew for Club AM, this is why we had to move the J-Rock concert. But it's been in the works, and since we knew that it was going to be this complicated, we decided to also put on another concert.
Because why not? Just throw it on top.
I like it.
Boom.
And we're talking about, I'm going to say right now, a Thursday concert. So.
Oh, that one. I am ready to see the reaction to that announcement. If people thought that this announcement was fake, they're definitely going to think that announcement is fake.
Yeah, so we haven't announced that yet, and we probably won't announce that until maybe the end of the month. We are finalizing how to do it and coordinating a lot of things.
Because they have a tech writer, too.
They have a tech writer. We have a tech writer. And we're just trying to make sure, even PR-wise, how they're going to announce it, how we're going to announce things, how the look of everything is going to be, all the little details. And that is now going to happen.
Oh, yeah. It's a lot of work.
It's a lot. Yeah. And this is nothing like you've seen anywhere.
Ever.
Ever.
The fact that this thing, the mystery item, is happening in Houston, Texas.
Yeah.
On
Thursday night.
It blows my mind, really.
It's going to happen Thursday night, 9 p.m. So this is from 4 to 8 p.m. is when the amusement hall opens. Mm-hmm. There's some programming and meetups and whatnot probably in between all this. Mm-hmm. But at 9 p.m. is another concert. Yeah. And the reason why we're doing that is because of the lineup from Club AM. We already have the whole production pretty much like set in stone. Nerval's exclusive, equipment is for them, but we already have the production quality.
Yeah, we'll have the ball rolling. Yeah. On Thursday, and it'll be a really good setup because we're gonna build that, and then for Nerval we're gonna build on top of that. Yeah. So it's gonna be cool. And correct me if I'm wrong. I want to clarify this because I know some people are curious. There are no Thursday single day passes.
No.
So if you want to see the big mystery event when we reveal it.
Yeah, I forgot to mention that. So thanks.
Get the weekend badge.
Yeah, it is. Even though it's a Thursday event, we're requiring that you have the full weekend pass. We're not making a Thursday only pass. There's several reasons. I don't want to get into it, but we are not making a Thursday single day pass. So if you want to go to this concert, you have to already have a 3-day pass.
And we really,
a 4-day weekend pass.
We really wanted to put it on the weekend. We really did, but the logistics of all of these concerts, we have a J-Rock concert, we have Nervo.
J-pop.
We have we have the Nerdlesque, we have Hentai Fest, we have just all this stuff happening.
The fashion
show, cosplay contest. Logistically, it had to be Thursday.
Yes.
There's only so much equipment, and there are only so many people.
And mind you, this is exactly why we created Thursday as the 4th day of the convention.
That's right. So AM 2035 week-long events.
No.
I'm joking.
I don't know about that. But definitely, this is our first time doing a 4-day event. And this is why we have a 4-day badge for you guys this year. And it is going to be phenomenal starting Thursday. So prepare your bodies.
And we'll have other stuff for you to do as well on Thursday.
Absolutely. There's things happening.
Gaming hall. Right.
Food trucks.
And the food trucks
outside.
are coming in.
The food trucks are already outside Thursday, guys, for you. Yep.
And they're going to be on Lamar, right?
Yeah, they're going to be on Lamar. So, it's going to be fantastic.
Waffle Bus crew, what's up? I'm with you.
Yeah. But what are you guys looking forward to most? You guys, what are you guys looking forward to most?
Club AM.
And
the Thursday event.
Okay.
I know the Thursday event.
The Thursday event.
But Club AM. Okay. Because I really enjoyed it last year. And this year I know it'll be way better and bigger. And
bigger and better.
More lights, louder music, sound.
High quality. Yeah, it's really, really amazing. Okay, Jacob.
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm definitely looking forward to IA.
Because
from a technological standpoint,
he's an engineer, guys. He didn't tell us this.
Sorry,
he didn't tell you guys this, but he's an engineer
by trade. Yes.
By trade.
Just from a technological standpoint, having the opportunity to work with a company like First Place and having the opportunity to build something like this for the Houston community is really kind of touching for me. I'm very much looking, and I really hope to do you guys proud, me and my team. This is going to be one of the coolest things I think that has been brought to Houston in a very long time.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Thanks for saying
a hologram concert here in Houston.
And it's not just a hologram concert; it's just an experience.
It is, and it's not just a concert; it's a story. Aria, because he has had shows in the past.
Right.
This is different.
Yeah, it's different.
This has a storyline. She brings in her sister One.
Yes, One.
Yes. So they're going to
perform. For us,
it's a show. It really is.
Live music.
Yeah. Live dancers.
Justice, you saw it in Yokohama when you guys took the 4th Japan trip this year. You guys have gone so many times this year. Yeah. People ask how do you guys get such great such great partners and such, who does your booking?
It's actually go there.
We do our booking. We go there.
Yeah, we actually go there, and this is why we want to bring the best for you guys and the most authentic experience, as we mentioned.
Unfiltered.
And unlike anything else. So this is why some of the things that you're going to see this year is already a major feat. Just to have.
We had the Sailor Moon musical.
Yeah, 1 year.
That's insane. I remember we built the stage. Yeah. We constructed it ourselves. And
2-tier stage.
Yeah, like right back here in the warehouse. Yeah. You know, with a couple of guys, a couple of engineers, and some hammers and nails.
Oh my gosh! So it's a lot. It's a lot, and to take in. Some of us, even the staff, sometimes when I hear some of the ideas that John comes up with these companies, I'm like, I'm just shocked because one, we're daring. To bring. We take a lot of huge risks, but we are so creative that I'm very confident that we can do it, and we have the talent and skill sets to do it.
Oh, absolutely.
I feel it's a common cycle.
Yeah.
Every new idea John brings up, everyone panics. And we're like, how the heck are we going to do that?
Yeah.
Then, like, maybe 5 months before con, everyone's all calm. And...
Yeah, because we scheduled it out.
Yeah.
I remember distinctly when I first signed on, I think, like, as staff.
Yeah.
I think it was the year we did the Sailor Moon musical. And John was, like, so nonchalant. He's like, oh, yeah, no, I'm going to go do this meeting with Kodansha. I'm like, with who? Like, the Kodansha? And he was like, yeah, no big deal. We're going to bring over these. And, like, all this hadn't been released. This information hadn't been released at the time. He's like, yeah, we're going to bring over the Sailor Moon musical. It's going to be pretty cool. What do you think? And I'm like, I think you're insane.
Like, you still tell him that.
Yeah, absolutely.
I feel that same way this year with the meetings been to or witnessed you guys doing.
You know, she's really talkative here, but in the meetings, she's so quiet.
I have to. I get so
she's
nervous.
She's just taking it in, right?
No, because in the meetings, if I can talk about one of them, it's just really John cracking jokes. I mean, I'm just kidding. No, they're negotiating, they're discussing, but every now and then when things calm down, he brings up the humor, and somehow it works out. I'm like, John, why do you say that? But it works out because I can tell they're friends, they're building a relationship.
Yeah, we've built it over time, so it's not just like a one-time thing we do. Yeah. We create like partnerships.
Yeah, we had the Sailor Moon store like 2 years in a row. We had a couple of the Sailor Moon Live come up. I mean, Kodansha's been a great partner for us.
Yes. You know? I mean, we're working on so many cool things
with new companies.
Yeah. And already for 2022, so it is.
In fact, we had a company fly all the way out here just to meet us earlier this year.
Yes,
just to see us.
Just to see us, just to introduce themselves.
Yes,
it was really
like,
cool.
We want to be partners with you in the future.
I was so nervous that day.
It was crazy. We're talking about a Japanese company, and
I mean, I look forward to when that comes into fruition. Of course, these things take time.
Yeah,
but when that comes into fruition, it's going to be really cool what we built with them.
No one's going to expect it.
Yeah.
So, anyway, guys, I just want to summarize that this is going to be an incredible lineup of all our main events this year. It is a must-see, must-do. I want to hear what you have to say about like some of these announcements so far. And don't forget, we're still announcing.
Yeah, not done.
We're not done.
Still a lot more.
And if you thought Nervo was fake, wait till you find out what the Mystery Thursday thing is, because that's... I still don't know how you guys pulled that off, by the way.
I still can't believe it either.
It's been, you know what, the Thursday thing, when we get to it, maybe I'll tell you inside story about it, but it's been in the works, a dream of ours, John and I, personally, to bring something like this for years, since 2011 actually.
Yeah.
So before it even got huge here.
Even the industry is so hard to get involved with.
Yeah. So it's very huge. It's very challenging, and it's going to be incredible once you guys hear what it is. So anyway, main events starting Thursday, Friday, Saturday. And Sunday is usually a calm day, but it is still a day of shopping galore.
All the sales.
If
it's worth waiting that long.
Yeah, I mean, you still
the Ultimate store is going to be barren by then. There's going to be nothing left.
Glass got to take everything.
But yeah, so many new things coming this year. We already mentioned the exhibit hall, things that are happening there, companies that we're working with, still being announced too. and looking forward to what you guys are going to be experiencing. We hope that you guys share this news, share all our news, talk about it with your friends and family. I have friends from all over the place that kind of heard things here and there, but they're finally getting to come this year and experience it. So we're going to be dancing on, our shoes, kicking off our shoes at the end of the day, but dancing all the way to Club AM and all that. It's going to be huge this year.
It's going to be absolutely. Yeah, please. I mean, let people know. This is happening in Houston. You can go see Nervo for the price of like a ticket to California.
Yeah.
I mean, that's insane.
Yeah.
Like if you have friends who like EDM, let them know. Like what? And as we grow, you guys will grow with us.
It is so crazy this year.
Oh, it's only going to get bigger and bigger and bigger. I mean, we've reached critical mass. We're just going to... Sorry, engineering. But,
And then the guests too, the huge lineup of guests that we're still announcing and still surprising you probably. You're going to be blown away.
The next one on Monday, I'm excited
Monday.
for. The Monday announcement.
I don't know which one you're talking about. But, but there's so many.
The NDA is strong with this one.
But it is, we have so many to announce still, so look forward to it.
Myself, which one we're talking about at this point.
It is a lot. I heard somebody earlier mention if Ellen Kim was performing. Absolutely.
At Club AM, right?
Yes.
She is.
Yes.
Performance at Club AM. If you guys don't know who Ellen Kim is, KDA. If you don't know who KDA is, you don't play in a video game.
She's a very popular,
you're not online enough.
renowned choreographer.
She choreographs a lot of K-pop songs, YG Entertainment, KDA with League of Legends.
Yeah.
She's a big name.
Not to mention, main events are great, and that's mainly what this live stream was about, was main events.
Yeah.
But, I mean, the other talent we have coming, too. Like, the voice talent we have coming.
Yes.
We have...
So many awesome voices, and, industry guests.
We have Doug Jones coming back. We have Alan Maxon, the guys from Godzilla King of the Monsters.
Oh my god. Who is looking forward to King of the Monsters?
Dude, I am so ready. If you go to the IMAX this weekend and see Shazam, they're gonna have a 5-minute preview of King of the Monsters.
A new 5-minute trailer.
If you go see Shazam this weekend, it's only this weekend in IMAX. And I'm so torn because I want to go see it, but I also don't want it to be spoiled. I'm like, how much are they going to give away?
How are they going to give it away? That's a long trailer.
5 minutes is significant.
Very significant.
But I think they did the same thing for The Dark Knight Rises and stuff like that. If I remember correctly, maybe wrong. Don't kill me in the chat if I'm wrong. I can already see him now.
Yeah. The monsters, the people behind the monsters are coming.
Yeah. Ghidorah's heads.
Yeah.
And Godzilla himself, Mr. TJ Storm.
He's a cool guy.
Yeah.
So
Dude, he's done so much other work too, for video games and everything like that. I mean, dude's putting in some work.
You still have some things announced for gaming too.
Oh yeah.
Which
I saw that post today. I'm excited for that.
Yeah. Not public posts. Private posts.
Private posts. Yeah, private posts.
Even then, sometimes John gives up too many hints. I'm like, stop it.
I don't know. Sometimes he just likes things.
He's just as much a fan as we are. He's a bigger nerd than us. Imagine him trying to contain his excitement.
I agree. I mean, he built Gundam. Speaking of Gundam, this is
Nan's Gundam is.
So Non works our registration. This is his Gundam.
He wanted to show it off.
This is the Gundam Sentinel. It's an S. So Gundam Sentinel. This is the Plan 303E.
And that's a real grade too.
Deep Striker.
That's not even the size of that. I was like, surely that's a perfect grade. He's like, no, it's a real grade.
It's an RG. Yeah.
I was surprised.
I mean, and we're bringing the Gunpla
exhibition. Yeah. Oh,
Mr. Dash.
Mr. Dash.
Yes.
As far as Gunpla is concerned, I mean, this guy is
4-time champion.
4-time
U.S. champion.
U.S.
Yeah.
Champion.
Anyway, we're
if you're into that. Yeah.
Yeah. There's a lot of people into a lot of different things in our staff alone, volunteers, and you guys. The real deal. You guys are the fans that bring it. So thank you so much. We listen to you. We commend you for being part of the convention. your participation in whether it be fan panels, going to these events, helping out. We really significantly applaud you for that. So the convention is put on for you guys, and we do put you first.
Oh, absolutely.
Above everything. I mean, yeah. Is there a question?
For the Gunpla exhibition, how much is it?
It is not an extra ticket event.
Yeah,
it's part of your badge.
It's part of your badge.
It's part of your badge. Yeah. Thank you, Super Samurai 9000.
9,000. It's exactly 9,000.
It's over 9,000. Yeah. But yeah, it is part of your experience in the exhibit hall.
So just to clear the air.
Yes.
The only extra ticketed events are like the Maid and Butler Cafe, obviously.
Yeah, right? Those are reservations.
Reservation only. Mm-hmm. And the
IA.
Yes.
And
the Thursday concert.
And the Thursday thing. Yeah, that's it. Everything else that we talk about is pretty much free. If I'm not mistaken,
included in your AM badge.
Yeah, included in your AM badge.
So Club AM Hentai Fest, cosplay contest, fashion show, exhibit hall, exhibitions.
Yeah, we're still discussing certain technical stuff, and if we need to, because of the logistics of things, there might be one more on top of that that's extra ticketed. But I mean, autographs, of course. You guys. That's per guest.
Absolutely.
Per our guest, we don't put that on the guest.
It's not really like an event, though.
It's not an event. No, but we're talking about events. Yeah, these are things that are included in your badge. Other than those things you mentioned. So Thursday concert and the reservations so far.
Stuff that takes like a significant investment.
Yes.
Yes,
and last year we had the Ava Gillian exhibition that was extra, but that was really minimal. It was $10, but no, anything inside the exhibit hall that is an exhibition is included in your badge.
It's safe to assume that if it's in the exhibit hall, with the exception of the Maid and Butler Cafe, it's included.
Right.
I mean, we serve you food, you gotta pay.
It's a lot of effort.
Yes.
Props to all your maids and butlers so far. They're doing a great job. Oh, you had a party last Sunday.
Yeah, we had a party. It was pretty long. I mean, in a good way, because a lot of people came. Yeah. Everyone was happy. All my maids and butlers were into it.
That was the first time you guys did something like this. This is awesome.
I mean, if anyone was a yaoi fangirl, they did a little display. I appreciate it.
Thank you.
Very appreciating. But yeah, at the exhibit hall, we're going to have the cafes. You can serve food and drinks. You're going to be catered by your maid and even the Japanese maids and Japanese butlers. So I hope everyone can understand why it's an extra cost.
Yeah.
This is officially licensed.
I want to mention Carvin Miller, asked, have y'all ever thought to record recordable events and make it a DVD purchasable?
Do you want to be like a reality show?
If I'm not mistaken, didn't Vic Mignogna, doesn't he sell a DVD of one of his concerts?
Yeah, so our guests do that. We personally haven't done that. We would have to work on that quite significantly after the convention. And it's a feat in itself because you're talking about copyrights that we have to...
Because it's their content.
Yeah, it's their content. Like licensing and then shares of the purchase of the DVD. Right. So there's a lot involved. So it's... And, mind you, when we were younger, maybe like a smaller event... It's much easier.
Yeah, you can get away with a lot more.
Yeah, but now that we're such a big convention and there's so much content and
the caliber of people and companies we're working with, these are professionals.
These are artists that create their own content normally. If we have to include them in our DVD, for example, or reality show, if you can say that, then it's quite a challenge, and we're not looking into doing that at this time. It's a lot.
To get everyone's permission.
That's a lot of licensing.
Editing, it's a lot of licensing and copyrights, and you have to pay fees for that. You have to. There's a lot of, overlapping of things and craziness, because some of what we have done for our guests actually, which they appreciate, is the fact that so many different content at Anime Matsuri happens. So a lot of people wonder why we have so many. It's things that are the pop culture of Japan.
Yeah, unfiltered.
Unfiltered pop culture, guests, events, experiences that we try to bring here. So the guests are so diverse and varied in so many levels. And the guests themselves appreciate that because they get to network when they're here.
Oh, absolutely.
So they've done collaborations within themselves, that we find out later, that they...
Happy to facilitate.
Yeah, we're happy to do that. So it is awesome to see, like, that Anime Matsuri has brought a lot of content to the fans, but also to the guests.
Yeah, in terms of networking.
Networking, providing material to work with for the future. I mean, some of our... like designers, like Hasegawa is working with some of our guests.
Love Hasegawa.
I love Hasegawa. Has created like artwork for some of the clothing for other. Even
for your shop, right?
Yeah, for the shop and also for Nightmare.
Really? I had no idea.
For Nightmare, who came in 2016.
Go, Mr. Hasegawa.
Yeah, so it's really been in a journey for some of the guests even. So it's a lot of stuff. So unfortunately, not at this time. Thank you, Karin, for that answer. It's a lot. What is in the Super Pass Lounge? That's a question by Biana. Is that how you pronounce it? 234. Sorry. There's going to be a relaxation of Super Pass holders.
Yeah. A place, an oasis.
An oasis for our Super Pass loungers and holders. There's some surprises. There might be some surprises.
Yeah, we're still working that out.
We're still working a lot of things out. And might be some guests arriving in there.
Random visits.
Random visits.
Pop-ins.
Yeah, so you don't know.
Yeah. Still working that out, though.
But we...
Tentative.
Well, it's still tentative, but it's actually something that, we can pretty much say.
A lot of the guests are about the fans, right? It was like, hey, these guys paid a premium to come see you guys. Could you
There's going to be,
shake their hand?
Yeah,
I'm sure
going to be
nice
some
people.
couches and chairs and stuff and recharging stations for you guys just in the Super Pass Lounge itself. And that's in the exhibit hall. And that's in the new Shibuya Crossing Center in Hall E.
I appreciate that because sometimes when you're walking back and forth, you just want to sit.
Yeah.
And stop for a bit.
Yeah.
Oh, especially in the size of our convention hall. Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
Walking from one end to we have to employ golf carts for some of our staff because they're walking around so much.
Yeah. So we'll provide some things just for our Super Pass holders. So this is something we created. This is a new creation for us, the Super Pass Lounge. So we hope that you guys enjoy it. It is going to be something very special this year. Yeah. And something new.
Try it on, see how it fits.
Yes. And we're going to keep improving it because this is our first time doing it.
Hey, as we grow, you guys grow with us, right?
Yeah.
We'll do something we think is a good idea, and you guys will give us feedback and we'll adjust. That's the nature of the beast,
Okay, that was the question. So anything else can we... Yes. So as we get more information for you, we are going to be working. There's going to be a Super Pass Lounge manager. Nerds Know also asked details for details. So we're going to have a Super Pass Lounge staffer in there. A few staffers that you're going to check in your Super Pass as you walk in. There's going to be basically a real lounge, like sofas and stuff like that, and things for you to do.
Speaking of Nerds Know, panels are now open, right?
Yes.
We're accepting submissions.
Panel submissions are open. And mind you, we do have a lot of content to put into our schedule. So part of the programming process, bless our programming department, that's going to be screening the panel submissions. There's guidelines and rules that you have to follow, and thank you for those who come back, that are coming back to host these panels. Some of these panels are very popular.
Oh yeah.
And we enjoy it. The fans enjoy it. So it has become part of our programming. Permanent programming for some of them. So
some of our panelists they're well known within our conventions community
and nationwide.
I went to I think it was a Disney sing along.
Yeah, that's Nerds Know.
Was it?
Yes.
That's why I know Jillian. Hi Jillian. Your panel was great. I loved it. Thank you, and I hope you bring it back this year. It was really fun.
Yeah, that's Nerds Know. So these are things that we're talking about, lots of cool content. So from our fans alone. So we try to put that into our programming, and again, it's going to be over 1,000 hours of programming this year. You can't do everything, guys. Just saying.
Just pick and choose wisely.
Yeah.
Yeah. Chris Ramirez. Hi, Chris. Laugh out loud. Will there be a Mimikaki shop in the Shibuya crossing?
What is that?
Okay.
What is that?
Do you know what that is?
I'm in the same boat with Justice.
Okay, explain yourself, Chris Ramirez.
I'm not-
Mimikaki shop.
I think this is worth a Google. Let's see.
Okay.
To the Google machine. I feel so embarrassed. I should know about this.
Can you sing well? Can you sing well? Who asked that? That was...
Mimikaki is ear cleaning. You know the ear cleaning thing?
No, Chris, no. We're not bringing that in.
I appreciate the effort.
We personally will not be doing that. You can clean your own ears.
Yeah, I recommend you go to a spa and get that done.
You know what?
I'll set up a booth
Speaking
and
of
I'll start
cleanliness, we need you to be hygienic, guys.
Please. Please.
We have to go that way? Yes.
Sorry, guys.
Because it does last all night.
Yeah.
Like the convention.
Until 4 a.m.
Till 4 a.m.
And you're in the hot Texas heat.
Once you leave
smell
the
like Waffle
convention
Bus.
center, it might be humid because it is summer this year.
Axe spray is not enough.
No, that's not a shower, guys.
I think Febreze is pretty good.
Go back to the Hilton and shower, please.
Yes.
We love you. We love you. Please shower.
But we don't want to have you stinking everyone else around you,
Yeah.
too. So just be hygienic.
Please. Flux.
Okay. We appreciate, though, for those who have been clean all this time.
Yeah.
Let's just...
Don't ever say that again.
Nerd Snow asks, will there be a pro cosplay contest this year? We are actually, because of our crazy lineup this year, we are pausing the pro cosplay.
Yeah, so much going on. Sorry.
Yeah, pro cosplay contest this year. So much is happening.
But we do have pro cosplayers.
Yes, absolutely. We still have
Miss
cosplayers
Reika's
to
coming.
announce.
Right, Miss Reika's coming and
Yes.
Miss Inji Knight, I think she's
Yes.
announced, right? A few
Honey,
others.
Hanayame.
Hanayame, yep.
And Honey Bunny.
Hannah Bunny.
Hannah Bunny. Gosh.
Miss Reika's coming. She came in 2014, 15, 16.
Yeah, we were the first to bring her to
17.
the States.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yes,
Yeah.
yes. So
She's been with us several years.
yeah, several years, and she skipped last year, and we're bringing her back, so
Yeah.
it's gonna be huge.
She's so polite. I
So
really like. Yeah.
cool.
Yeah,
Like
she's a nice person.
she loves the busyness
Mm-hmm.
of AM.
Oh, she attacks it. She's like,
Nice.
Yeah, she's been in so many things, but
she's
she
an absolute
appreciates
professional, though.
professional.
Mm-hmm.
So like behind the scenes, like she of course when she's done, she's trying to recoup from everything. That's
It's work.
that goes for
Yeah,
every
it's work.
convention.
At the end of the day, it's work. This is a job.
Yeah,
At the end
yeah.
of the day, you know.
Will there be staff? Jason Nguyen, hi. Will the staff members get hotel rooms?
You're asking the wrong department. You need to talk to HR.
Yeah, please report to your HR manager. Check Better Impact and see who your HR manager
Or
is.
maybe talk to your department leader, Bakaska. What's going on? Why?
Hi, some of our staff members are leaking into the chat. Hi guys.
So staff,
Get with your
there
HR
are,
leader. It was in your orientation. Pay
just
attention.
to point out that there are certain staff that it is on a first come first served basis, depending on your staff, what you're going to be doing. Full time staff members, of course, have availability for hotel space.
Yeah,
But
and of course, some departments like, for example, maybe guest relations, who need to be available at all hours.
Definitely.
Yeah.
You
You know.
need to be there 24/7.
Yeah, so
if
some
any
of
other
them-
staff members listening, all that information should have been included in your orientation. Please pay attention.
Yes.
But we do have an orientation coming up for everyone,
Okay.
so for the general mass of
Mhm.
us helping out here. Okay, where is Leon Chiro? That's a good question. He might be sleeping right now.
He's like Carmen Sandiego. Where in the world is Leon Chiro? He's
What
in
in
Italy,
the world?
dreaming Italian dreams. I like him too, though. He's so interactive with his fans. He really is.
When we say BTS, guys, we mean behind the scenes.
Yeah.
So someone asked,
I mean, I know who BTS is.
yes, we do
I
know
love
who
BTS,
BTS
but-
Korean
But
group.
for us, it's not. It's not
yeah.
BTS. It's
We-
behind the scenes.
Yeah, when we say BTS, we definitely mean our highest tier of staff member behind the
Our
scenes.
leaders.
Yeah,
Not the
our
K-pop group.
department leaders and heads.
Yeah, department leaders. Oh my gosh. Okay. Well, is that it? I just want to make sure we answered most of the questions or all of them, if possible.
Mm-hmm.
What about announcement vid? Oh, what do you guys think about the announcement video?
That was hype.
Oh my
I
god.
like it. Especially the mysterious video.
Which one?
Oh, it was like the alien.
Oh,
that one.
Did you guys hear about that?
The big one.
The
big
one.
Something
You sound like
big
Sid from Toy Story when he pulls out that the big one.
Toy Story 4, right?
No, the original.
Something big is
when he pulls
coming.
out that big rocket.
I wonder what that is.
Yeah, crazy that all that radiation down by the GRB.
Man.
The National Guard got called in. It's insane.
Nathan Cooper got called in.
Dude, I still can't believe we're affiliated with the Nathan Cooper.
He's amazing. Is he? He's coming to AM?
He is.
He is?
Oh my god!
He's covering AM.
Are we announcing this right now? Nathan Cooper.
I heard that you might see him in the gaming hall.
Yes.
Okay. Running tournaments.
Running tournaments.
Hey, he might be on that stage.
Ah.
Just saying.
Nathan? Will you be there?
What? He's in the room with us.
Oh my
He's
god.
behind the desk. Ladies and gentlemen, a guest of honor. Truly a pleasure to have the great Nathan Cooper.
So hilarious. We have fun here, guys. We make fun of each other all the time.
Oh, if you can't take a joke, please don't join.
Don't join.
If you're uncomfortable being called out for not knowing where you're staying at AM, Jason, then leave. Mister?
Just kidding, we love you.
No,
We love you.
We love
you guys.
Yeah, we really no. In all honesty, in all due respect, we really do appreciate all of our staff members. You guys are heroes. I mean, in our eyes.
Absolutely.
I mean, come on, really? You guys are amazing. Thank you so much for all that you do.
And many work year round.
Year round, yeah, absolutely. Because we had our Christmas party, we had our get together,
those anime days, everything,
oh,
like volunteer events, the tournament event days,
and we have guys like driving trucks, and we got guys helping organize warehouses.
Props to all the logistics team.
Yeah, shout out to Justin,
Kage,
Kara,
oh Carol, oh my gosh, so many people.
Yeah. You guys. We really appreciate you. I mean,
there's
honestly.
so much to do. So little time left, guys. But we have a lot more to announce. So
yeah, we're far from over.
Stay tuned, and we are at the midnight hour already. So I want to close up and just want to say thank you for being part of this. This is all put on for you guys and more. So lots of things happening. Stay tuned. Stay updated. Subscribe to our YouTube channel. This is new for us too.
Like, subscribe, follow.
Yes.
Subscribe to PewDiePie. Social media, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook.
Yeah. So we do everything for you guys. So hopefully you can stay tuned and be part of everything that we're going to experience with you at Anime Matsuri. So thanks, guys. See you at AM.
See you. Good night.
Bye. Good night.
Bye-bye. Oh, goodbye. Goodbye. More though.